I've been thinking about this subject of love. Christians like to claim that their God is love because their book tells them so. But let's think for a minute about what love really is. My parents loved me. I'm convinced of that, and I think one example will prove it. When I was young, we must have had chicken a lot. I say that because I know what I thought my parents' favorite parts of the chicken were. I even wrote a poem about it. It's called The Little Things. We didn't have much when I was at home: chicken, beans, taters, a piece of corn pone. But love is expressed in the little things. Daddy ate the back and Mommy ate the wings. As a child and far into my adulthood, I actually thought the back and wings were my parents' favorite chicken parts. But who would choose those parts? The back barely has any meat, and the wings, well, I don't know, but the wings seem like mostly just skin and bones to me. I think, for me, the only worst part of a chicken would have to be the gizzard. And now, my parents obviously didn't prefer the back and wings to the breast, thigh, and leg. And I don't think anybody would. What my parents preferred was that we children eat the best pieces of the chicken. And that finally dawned on me at some point in my adult life, after I had children of my own. And that, my friends, is love. It's the kind of love that wants someone else to do better and have more than we do. Love that prefers someone else over ourselves is the highest form of love. And that is what we should be able to expect from a God who says he is love. Do we see that in the God of the Bible? Do we see it in the one who says he wants complete worship and love, and if he doesn't get it, he'll destroy us? The one who puts greater burdens on us than he's willing to lift himself by demanding that we love our enemies and be good to them while he punishes us? The one who tells us we must love him more than we do our spouses and even our own children? Sure, he supposedly came and died for us, but that was only to save us from his wrath because we don't love him more than we love our children. And of course, he knows we can't do that, but still demands it. He admitted that we can't love our brother whom we see, that if we can't love our brother whom we see, then we can't love him because we can't see him. The God of the Bible knows we can't love him more than we love even our sibling, either biological or spiritual, let alone our children. So he put demands on us that he knows we can't live up to, and neither can he. And then he says, hey, I'll take care of it. Look at me. Am I not awesome? Bow down now. That's not love, y'all. Let's imagine this is the love my parents had for my sisters and me. Yes, they were willing to take the less for themselves so we could have more. But what if they made demands regarding that? What if they said, well, we're eating the bad pieces so you can have the good ones? However, that means you owe us. You too must be willing to eat the bad pieces if we ask you to. In fact, you must do everything we say, and not just now, but for the rest of your lives. You owe us everything you are and everything you have or ever will have. You must do our bidding forever and love us more than you love your children when you have them. Actually, you must give us your children too, training them to love us more than they love you and more than they love their own children. Oh, and by the way, if we ever tell you to cut up your child and offer him to us because we love the smell of burning flesh, or we just want to test you to see whether you'll do everything we say, then you must be willing to do it. Sure, we might decide to stop you, but the point is that you must be willing to do it. You must also speak well of us always and think of us constantly. You must talk to us without ceasing. Basically, you must be our slave as long as you live. After all, you're wicked and stupid too. You don't even know how to guide your own life. Is that love? Oh, come on now, be honest. We all know it's not. Love does not, for example, even suggest that someone murder their own child for you. I don't care what species you are. You can be a human, an angel, or a god. And love does not exhibit itself in that manner. I mean, it just doesn't. And we can't redefine love. Oh, yeah, that's what Christians do. Love is forcing your will on others at the point of a gun. Love is murdering our family members, either as punishment or to win a bet. Love is choosing one child over the others and making it the golden child. It's telling the golden one to murder the other children or enslave them. Love is forgiving a golden child and murdering his son in his place, as Yahweh did with David and his son. Love is expecting more of others than we're willing to do ourselves. Well, it ain't so. And yes, we all, from the least to the greatest, know it ain't so. And I'd like to ask Christians a couple questions. I hope I can get some honest answers. Imagine that when you were a child, your parents went away for the day. While they were gone, your sister broke an expensive vase, whether by accident or on purpose, and your parents were irate when they came home. Which would you prefer your parents did? Beat your sister until she couldn't sit down for a couple of days and give you a nice present because you didn't break anything, or not beat your sister and not give you a gift? Now, let me ask you my next question. If your friend or neighbor is an atheist or agnostic, Hindu, or just in the wrong church, or for whatever reason they are not pleasing to your God, whether their behavior is deliberate or they simply can't make themselves believe, or they ignorantly do things they don't realize anger your God, would you rather they be burning in hell while you go to heaven, or would you rather you both just die and nobody suffers or is rewarded? I think your answers to these questions will show a lot about your heart and how much you know about the concept of love. If you choose gifts for yourself and agony for others, in this life or the next, rather than no gifts or misery for anyone, I don't think you know a thing about love. And as for your God, here's a simple way to show that He is not love as He claims. Love is not vengeful or wrathful. Your God is both. Therefore, your God is not and cannot be love. He doesn't know the first thing about love. My parents did, but your God doesn't. Thank you all. Bye.